Hallo und herzlich willkommen in den steirischen Alpen. Heute Abend werden wir den großen Preis von Österreich in der Division 3 sehen. Ich bin Ant und bei mir ist einer unserer deutschen Fahrer aus der Division 1, Steffen, auch bekannt als LRL und unser Hamburger Sportverein, ich glaube. Jetzt lerne ich nur mit Duolingo und Musik, also werde ich dich nicht bestehen. Aber ich hoffe, dass mein Deutsch ist nicht zu schlecht für dich. Wie geht's, Steffen?
Sehr gut, danke. Das war fantastisch. Also jetzt können wir den Stream auf Deutsch machen. Ich glaube, da hat keiner ein Problem mit.
Yeah. I think I understood bits of it. It was fantastic.
Really good.
Okay, thanks.
Really good. It was really good.
But you are a Hamburg fan, right?
Austrian dialect, okay? So, but yeah, that was not me. That was actually Ant, but he's like Mr. Worldwide, our language. But Slick, and now he's your leading commentator for tonight, and I will be joining you after quite a long time as his partner for tonight, and I'm really much looking forward to that.
Yep, we will try and guide you through this race, which is as close as it gets to being a home race for Stefan. But yeah, Tier 3 this week, so we're looking at Night Shadow right now, setting a lap. It's looking pretty good, and he's got 1.5.8. That's a really decent banker lap, isn't it?
If you say so. I mean, I don't... I'm not really sure what's really... I can't... What was on Monday, the fastest? I don't even remember, but the thing is... Well, personally, I don't know if I'm here as an expert or if I'm here for the jokes. Probably for the jokes it's better, because I don't know anything about this game. I really haven't played a lot because, yeah, I've been... You know, people know in the league I've been very busy in the last couple of weeks and months moving,
yes,
and
of course.
I've troubles with my internet here, so I couldn't race as much as I wanted to. But yeah, on Monday I could race, thankfully, although the race was a bit unlucky, and I'm still lacking pace in this game, but I think 1.5 is definitely a decent lap around Austria.
It's a very decent lap, I think. The pole time in our group was around the 5.4 or something, I think. But they'll be looking probably to go into the 1 minute 4.9s or something. Well, as Captain Nibs goes and does the 1 minute 4.9. Who else do we have on the lap? Has Wookie? No, Wookie hasn't left the pits. We've got Conan as a higher tier reserve. We've got Sociopath coming back, but he's invalidated his lap, so we will probably follow him for his lap. For his first counting lap, let's say. Coming up to the final corner now, so we'll give it a go around the whole track on board. So, this is the first DRS zone as you go in uphill into turn 1, the Nicky Lauda curve, I believe. So, it's a very tight entry, and he does cut it, so it will be an invalidation. We will be looking for somebody else to follow, but yeah, they are higher tier drivers, those on the lap. So who do we have? We've got Hive. Is Hive in? I think he's on the lap. So, downhill, believe it or not, this is turn 4, but yeah, he didn't quite get the exit there. The apex, sorry. So going up a hill for the only 2 left-handers we have on this track. It's a bit different to other games. We have to take an earlier apex into that first left-hander. He got a good one into. He got the apex correctly in the second one as well. So now it's really a question of keeping it on track, because it's so easy to run wide just here. He keeps it on track, and same here. Has he managed to improve? Guten Abend, Fabian. He has gone up to P5, so just behind the Tier 2 driver of Colin. Hi, Captain Nibs. Amazing time from you. First into the 1 minute 4.9. That's really good. Right, who else do we have? We've got Wookie and Airways. Airways is a higher tier driver, so we won't be following his lap. We will keep an eye on Wookie later on. And we've got Bobo, who is sitting out this session because, well, he's already won the championship, so he's trying to let other people have a go at it. Right. Yeah, only half the grid is set a lap. We're 9 minutes into the session. Come on, guys, get out. Give us some something to show our viewers. Speaking about viewers, don't forget to leave a like, guys. Right, Wookie started his lap, so turn 1 with a very tight exit here. It's so easy to invalidate on so many of these corners here. Going uphill, this is supposed to be turn 2 apparently, but yeah, we'll count it. Yeah, here you've got to try and stay on the outside here to get as much traction as possible. He's managed to do so, but he's already running really low on battery, so he's used everything in that first sector. Right, braking around the 80-meter mark here for him, managing to take a lot out of the track. .8 going into the final sector for him. So he's kept it well within the limits of the track. And this is another tricky part. Okay, he's not put his tyre on the curb.
So Airways is just gone into P5 with a lap on hard tyres. So
wow.
Very impressive. So now he's in 6th place, yeah. But I'm not sure if Airways, is he in tier 2?
Airways is a tier 2 driver, yes. Yes. We've got him and Colin in P3.
Yeah, Colin and Hearts as well. So, yeah. Higher tier boys.
So we do have at least 2 times which are very close together. We're expecting a bit more, mostly from Night Shadow. We know he's got plenty of pace to show, and he's just started his 2nd lap. So he's probably going for all 3 timed laps that he can set with fresh tyres. It is a good strategy to do because you get good times all along the session, and you get the final time, which will be the fastest with track evolution. So unless he doesn't go for a 3rd run, he could lose out with track evolution. Right, he's going through the middle sector and is about to set it. He's 4/10 up, so that would bring him right back up to the top 3. But he could still improve in the final sector, in these final 2 right-handers. Can he challenge the pole here? Right, he's not taken as much out of the track as possible. He's stayed well within the limits again. What is it going to be? It's a 5.5. He lost a bit of time in those final 2 right-handers. Maybe he didn't extend the track enough. Who else do we have? We've got Connor on the lap. He's also improving by 2/10. That should bring him up to P7. Extends the track really well here. Try and keep as much pace in the car. But he only manages to improve by 0.07 of a second. So he solidifies P8, but doesn't improve position-wise. Whoa, nearly hit the wall there. What about Shaver, our American driver? What can he do? Oh yeah, he's well off, okay. Captain Nibs, I didn't follow him. I didn't know he was on a lap. What a lap. Wait.
Wow.
Oh yeah. It's not a big improvement, but it makes it harder for Flaherty to catch him. Flaherty's still in the pits, so he's probably waiting for the right time to get out of the pits. Who else do we have? Yes?
Still counts, so...
Oh yeah, of course it counts, of course.
And on this track, just a small improvement can mean a lot. Usually the field is very closely together because the lap is so short.
Yeah.
So just a tenth can be multiple places on the grid.
Yeah, it's just I thought that it was a bug from the game initially because I didn't see anybody change position, but I forgot he was already on pole. So that's all on me and my silliness right now.
Sociopath's coming.
Oh, Sociopath, okay.
P7.
P7. That's a very, very decent improvement here. Who was improving? I can't remember. I think it was Hive Eclipse. Yeah, Hive Eclipse was... Yeah.
Chris is round.
Oh, yeah, I won't cut to that. I'm on the other Mercedes right now. And he's improving by half a second, so that will bring him up to the P5 at least at the moment. Going on board with it. Yep, goes down to third gear, tries and gets as much power as he can out of the car, and that is P4 for him. That's a 7/10 improvement. That's a big one around this lap. So Sociopath, yeah, isn't on the lap. He set his earlier on. CBG Sandbell. Has been disqualified. It was probably... Did you see it?
No, but it was the run up to turn 3, is it?
Yeah.
Hairpin, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe he spun in that corner and tried to come back onto track, and then the game can be really harsh.
Yeah.
But disqualify you almost immediately, so it's unfortunate.
This is a weird run from CG Sambal. He went off track, back onto it, but he still improved. He lost a lot of time through that debacle. Right, who do we have else? Has Stu? No, Stu just set a lap, I believe. Yeah, I didn't follow that. The current leader in the race for P2 in the championship has improved to P4. Yeah. Oh man, got his pedals disconnected. That's what happened. And I forgot, I will be back in a short moment. Shaver, has he started? Yeah, he's started his lap. Whoa, a bit twitchy on the exit of turn 1 there. Yeah, he's a bit down on his time. That twitch really cost him a lot. But he's the only one setting a time right now. Or no, we've got Mohamed Mamdo starting his. So he's set to 1 minute 7.1 for now. We know there's a lot more time in it. Right, yeah, exactly. First sector, nearly 9/10 improvement, so he will make his way up the grid right now. I will be back in a moment. I said I was just sharing the link to the stream. Here it is. Yep. Apologies for that. Right, he's coming up to the end of sector 2 right now. That's a 1.2 second improvement. It would bring him up to P8 for now. Let's go on board and see how he deals with the final two corners. Excuse me. Yeah, he lifts off and manages to keep it on track. Cuts a little bit the corner to gain some time. Doesn't extend the track. It's a 7/10 improvement, so he lost 5/10 in those final two corners compared to his previous better lap. We've got Connor afterwards. Connor, who else? We've got Night Shadow, okay, just behind. Yeah, he's bailed out of his lap. He hasn't. Wookie is improving. No, he improved up to P4. Sorry, I missed that. He improved to P4. So who else is on the lap? We know Connor has lifted off. So we don't have anybody apart from Triz, perhaps a 17-second first sector. That looks like a hot lap, as he's using the overtake button up the hill. Oh, as he invalidates, just running too wide there on the exit of turn 5. Who do we have? Hive Eclipse is improving by a 10th on the first sector. Yeah. Positions his car as wide as he can, cuts the curb a bit, manages to get the traction on the exit. So this is looking good. Oh, he runs wide just before the end of sector 2, but it would have been a slight improvement Shame for him. What about Connor? Don't know how much he changed his time in the first sector, but we'll soon find out what happens with him. I think Triz is going to the pits. No, he's started his lap, so we'll keep an eye on that. Connor's improving by full hundredths of a second. Gav is bailed out again on his lap. We don't have much time left in the session, guys, so you have to get out and get your tyres up to temperature. We've got 1 minute left here. And I didn't realise that Connor had invalidated his lap. Stube is improving a little bit. Oh yeah, Flatty, we've only just caught that. Okay, what does it do for him? I can't see because... yeah, I missed that. Oh yeah, it was invalidated. I'm sorry about that. If you spot anything, just let me know. Triz has backed out.
He's invalidated?
Yeah,
no.
yep,
Yeah, he's invalidated now.
Right, Night Shadows. Sorry?
In 2 seconds, he almost got...
Oh yes, he has. That's a massive improvement. 5/10. He's only just about 200ths away from pole. That's so close. Flatty, what can he do? No, he's invalidated. He won't be challenging for the top 2 here. Mutsnuts is on a lap. We know that, and he's ahead of Gav, who's about to go through sector 2. But he's down on his time, and oh yeah, it's a purple middle sector according to the game. But he's still down on his own time. What about Mutsnuts? Yeah, he's down. Or is he? No, he's not. That's the game. So yes, Gav manages to improve by 1/10.5 here. So it goes up to P5. What about Sambal will be the last man to cross the line?
I think that's it.
I think it is, because can't see him improving, and he doesn't improve. So we've got a grid set. Yep, we have. So we're waiting for everybody to either finish their AI lap or go back to the pits. So it's a pretty predictable grid here. We don't have big surprises. We probably have Connor a bit out of position there down in P11. You'd expect him to be a bit higher up. Triz as well. He didn't manage to set a good lap time here. Only a 1 minute 7.1, so he might have invalidated all of his good runs. It is a very, very tough track on track limits here. So many corners where you can either cut on the entry and extend on the corner exit, so it's a very technical track. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, wow, yeah. Colin showing his tier 2 pace here, qualifying in P4 on hard tyres, but the grid is then Captain Nib, Stube, Flaherty, Colin, Night Shadow, Wookie, Hive Eclipse, Sociopath, Airways, Mutsnuts, Connor, CBG Sambal, Mohammed Mamdo, Shaver, Triz, Fox, Error Voice, Vixen, Bobo, and Armor Red. What do you think is going to happen? Well, at least at the race start, with Captain Nibs on pole, Stu P2, sorry, Flatty P3. What? Oh, okay. It's a bit wet. Okay. Hello? I can't hear you very well. You're kind of cracking up. Maybe you can leave and rejoin the party, maybe. I don't know if you can hear me. Nah, it's not. I heard better, but it's not better. Yep, okay. Stefan's just left the party, so he'll try and rejoin afterwards if he can. As we said earlier on, he's been having a few connection issues recently, so he's trying to sort them out, but yeah, they keep creeping up on him, and yeah, it's a shame, but yeah. We'll be lucky enough if we get him back. So, Tier 3 then. Oh. Yep. Hello? Okay, I can't hear you yet. Yep, apologies everybody. We're having a few issues here, we're trying to sort them out.
Is it better now?
Oh, much better. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I don't know what you changed, but it seems like it's working. Hello?
What happened?
Maybe it's not working that well then. Hello? Okay, so whilst we're waiting for Stefan to come back, in the championship, so we said that, Bobo has wrapped it up with 2 races left. He's got a 74-point gap at the top with 52 points available, so that's him Tier 3 champion. We're looking forward to see him challenge himself in Tier 1 and give me a hard time racing him, that's for sure. But behind him, we've got several drivers fighting for the top 3 spots. Mathematically, P2 is still possible as a fight for Stube and Flouty, but Stube has got a 47 point cushion, so he's relatively safe from P3. But yeah, you've got a few fights going on with Sociopath missing quite a few races during the season, but still there in P4, and you've got a resurgent Gav in P5 in the standings as on the grid. He's P5 as well, so he's looking to score the big points here today and try and mount a challenge to get back up to P4, possibly P3 in the championship, but that's a bit of a push. But he won last time round, so don't put it past him. We've got another few drivers trying to show their worth here. We've got Connor, who's a bit down the order, down in P11 on the grid and in the standings. So he'll be wanted to, improve on those 23 points he's scored so far this season through quite a few races that have been missed as well. So, definitely out of position, both in the championship and on the grid. Looking forward to see him fight his way back up. We've got Wookie in P9 as well, transitioning still from using a wheel. He's been doing that for the last season or so it takes a long, long time to adapt. Hello, Stefan? Hello. Okay, not yet. Okay, so I can't remember who else we have on the grid in which positions exactly. We've got Sambal, he's in P13 in the championship, and I think he's about in that position, maybe P12 on the grid for the start. So yeah, globally we've got quite a few drivers in the correct championship position on the grid. So not too many surprises in the results apart from, Bobo, who's starting at the back because he didn't set a lap, but that's by choice, not by failure of setting a lap time. As the 5-minute break should soon be over. I don't think I saw the message in the server about it. Yeah, okay, so we've got everybody out, but do they all have inter-tires, or do they have different strategies? Sometimes the game doesn't give you the choice. So, where do I... Oh, why is it setting as pause?
I'm back in time, I hope. Can
hello?
You hear me?
Yeah, you're back in time, yeah.
Right.
I know why it's setting as pause.
Oh. You see the first breaking point being missed by Captain in turn 3. That's even information that can happen. It's a really tricky breaking point, especially in the first lap. There can easily be an accident.
I didn't see that,
but it can happen.
Yeah, turn 1 is definitely one of the challenging corners on this track when you've got several people around you. I'd say more so than turn 3, even though that's a sharper corner there. So yeah, I'm sorry I missed many messages from you guys. I'll try and catch up later on. But yeah, Freddy is saying that it'll be interesting to see who pits early here, because everybody's got some dry tyres, the slick tyres here, but there's a very big mix of softs, medium, hards. And what makes me think that the rain is not going to last that long is that we've got here 6 drivers on hard tyres, so they believe that they can run a long stint. You wouldn't have hard tyres if tyre temperatures are going to be low. They are the worst kind of tyre you want at the race start if it's raining. So I think 6 people in among the 20 believing that they can run long means that it's going to be dry. Right, but yeah, we've got Error Voice and Bobo on the softs. Error Voice isn't too surprising. He's a higher tier driver, but we've got Bobo, challenging himself to make his way back up the grid. Right, so we're going to go up the order and try and follow the race start. Round about P8, maybe we can see enough from the guys up front. What a start though by Stu. Wow, he got a Chris Bailey start there. No! Captain Nibs has spun at the start, and has it induced a virtual safety car? No, it hasn't. It's only yellow flags. So everybody else has made it safely through turn 1, but Captain Nibs is right at the back now. Okay, so, more damage at the back. What a dream start for the Saubers, and a bit of contact there. It might be seen with the stewards there, the contact. But a dream start for the Saubers here. P1 and P2 at the start. Sorry, what did you say?
I think the Haas drivers made contact as well.
Yeah.
But there's a collision between the Red Bull and the Ferrari.
Yeah. I just caught that on the camera. Yeah, we've got a damaged Haas there, Mohamed Mamdo with a missing end plate. Sorry?
Volvo sent into the gravel.
Yeah.
Contact as well, and there's another car in the gravel.
We've got a Mercedes, I believe it's Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah, might be Bottas as well, but actually Bottas' car is leading the race.
It is. It's much more actual.
Someone's spinning.
That's either
the other Mercedes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And because he stayed in the same position, it's induced a virtual safety car. People try and get the car back in racing condition as soon as possible, because it causes safety cars and virtual safety cars, and we're not here for this. We're here for the kind of chaos we got at the start here. So many things happening, and I probably didn't even catch half the things that happened there. So
almost a third of the grid was in the pit lane, and
yes.
But the big winners are Amar from last to P11, and the Fox River 8 who has gone from P16 to P7 already. And of course the two Saubers, which are leading something that you would never see in real life, but in MRC everything is possible, guys.
It looks like a reverse grid right now, but yeah. Okay, racing conditions have restarted, and Fox is trying to fight Wookie here. He's on the inside. Let's go on board with him. He's gone past, but Wookie isn't fighting it that hard. As we said at the start, he's on hard tyres, so his grip is going to be very low because of the very low tyre temperatures. Too much fighting, but we've still got a few drivers pitting this lap to switch to the intermediate tyres. I don't know if everybody that switched to intermediate tyres has got damage or pitted because of damage, but we've got 5 drivers on them and 6 now. Hero Voice, yeah, he has switched to the the soft tyres. Inters, excuse me. Vixen's struggling a bit on the exit. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that gap between Connor and Mutsnuts to see if he's catching up. But I'd be very surprised because we've got still 3 drivers on the hard tyres, so they've got faith in the grip that will bring them later on. Fox goes through Flatty here, showing the difference of grip between Tier 1 and Tier 3 drivers. And it's gone all quiet at the front, though. The Saubers look to be well in control of the race, but Night Shadow's lost a bit of time, and he slid on the exit of the final corner here. Fox with the fastest lap. And we've got Flatty in the pits. I missed that, but Flatty's in the pits, switching to the Inters, and this is a big one because he's one of the front runners in this race. So this could be a race-winning decision for him if he manages to keep these tyres to go to the end, and it keeps on raining. What about Connor?
Very interesting.
Yes?
No, I just thought that, wow, we got a lot of guys with ring damage on the first lap we had, but some of them may have just tactically chosen the Inter tires in these conditions, so yeah, it's very, very interesting. I mean, we had the same thing twice in Canada, I think both on Monday and Wednesday, that you had a start, that you started on dry tires while the track was wet, and then you had to pit for Inters quite soon, so it's very interesting to see how Flaherty can gain on Tris in front of him on dry tires, and it looks like as if he can.
Exactly. It's there's a lot of uncertainty in this race. We don't know how the weather's going to go. Maybe the drivers don't even know how the weather's going to go either. But we've got Captain Nibs making his way up, and Mutsnuts is really dropping down the order with his slick tyres. Well, sliding a lot. I'm wondering if there's any invisible damage, but he's diving into the pits right now. So yeah, it looks like they're closing the gap to the slick tyres, but Sociopath has gone off track as well. So is it raining any harder? What do you think it's raining harder? Wookie as well. Whoa.
I'm not sure, but apparently he's got some wing damage. He was off the track in a fight. But yeah, it definitely looks like that the Inters are faster for the moment, but I don't know the weather forecast, so maybe it will be just a couple of laps that the guys on slicks will have to go through, and then they will have the advantage. So who knows? So still a few laps maybe until the guys on Inters will catch up to the cars on dries, but if it's not drying up fast enough, or if it continues to rain, they're gonna be at the advantage, because at some point they will just have to pit if it's not improving.
Yeah, and both McLarens are pitting, so Shaver might lose out a little bit here through the double stack. We'll follow that in a moment, but Armai is piling the pressure on Vixen. He might not race him too hard, he knows it's not his own tier. And Mutsnuts has got a time penalty for contact with Hive Eclipse, so he's got heavy damage here. And I wouldn't be surprised. It has come out. The time has come. It's time for the safety car. How do you say safety car in German?
Safety car.
Okay.
We don't have I have to create a word, but we are creative. So, Sicherheitsauto, but that sounds really weird.
Was?
Sicherheitsauto. But this is a word that I just invented, so it sounds like everyone says so.
Right, so we've got everyone pitting apart from Colin. Yeah, they're diving into the pits and Armas staying out, so it must be a tier 2 driver thing. They're staying out. And Triz, he's on hard tyres, and yeah, he's diving into the pits as well. Flaherty staying out because he has made the pit stop 2 laps ago on the Inters, and he should be able to gain a few positions probably because of the undercut, but people pitting right now have got a much cheaper pit stop as well, so is it going to balance things out? We've got Matsnut stopped in the middle of the track, that was weird, and Flaherty's lost out, to be honest. He's in P5 right now when he was P3, I think, earlier on. But no, he's not lost out because the 2 guys up front haven't pit, and he's behind a tier 2 driver as well, but he's ahead of Night Shadow. That will be a very, very important move he's made right now. Although Gav has got them, yeah, he's got the fresher tyres now. Bobo's gone for hard tyres.
Quite unlucky for Eclipse and Modsnuts, because since the Alpines stayed out on dries, that they're now being lapped.
Yeah, they've been. Oh no. Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
Let's see if the Alpines decided to pit, but otherwise they will. They cannot unlock themselves, unfortunately, which is not possible in these games. I really hate.
Yeah, it's a silly situation because it could. Well, if they're not doing it, it must be for a good reason, but it should be relatively easy to code into the game that, yeah, the back markers can unlap themselves. It's a real shame. We've got Matsnuts running off track, trying to let everybody else through, so that's a really good thing he's doing. We want to, how's it called? Promote this in the league and beyond the league as well. If everybody can do that on race restarts, it's a really nice thing to do. Yes?
Most importantly, he's got the front wing, so he's
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but what I meant is that he was already driving off track, so everybody else could get past even before he pits. So it's a very good awareness from Matsnuts here. I'm going to take a moment here to find my phone. Where have I put it? Yeah, and try and see what comments you guys have been sending through our YouTube chat. What do we have here? Through our YouTube chat? Yeah, obviously I have to reduce my sound. No. Yeah, weird condition for the start, and interesting to see you pit early. So yeah, Freddie, you were right. It didn't have too much of an effect because of the safety car in the end, but we've got a driver like Flaherty, for example, who has pit and has managed to gain a position on one of the Saubers. He didn't have enough time to undercut Stube as well, but he managed to get a position on Night Shadow, so it worked out well for him to pit early. Next question is going to be what's going to happen with the weather, because I don't know about you, but the raindrops don't look as heavy as earlier on. So if it's cooling down a bit in terms of rainfall, you could soon be looking at dry weather, and that would suit this man right here down in P15 because he's pit for hard tyres. This is the kind of pit stop you would do if you want to go to the very end of the race on one set of tyres in the dry conditions. So maybe he believes that the rain is going to leave in, let's say, 5 or 10 minutes. So suffer for the first few laps after the safety car, and then reap the benefits by staying out and gaining the pit stop basically on everybody else. But time will tell if that's the right decision.
Yeah, but if you can keep it on track,
yes.
It can be. It's the big word here.
Yeah, exactly. We saw the hard tyre drivers earlier on struggling. It was Sociopath who spun at the exit of turn 1. We had Wookie as well with a spin a few moments later. So at that point, hard tyres in the wet really weren't working. So it's all about timing here in these conditions, as we saw, as you said earlier on, Stefan, in Canada. We didn't know when the right time was to pit or not, but some people timed it well, others didn't. Sometimes it's about flair, luck, feeling. But we've got a safety car restart. We've got, is it Nuts? No, it is Sambal about to rejoin at the very back of the track. When is Colin going to go? And if he does, is he going to manage to pull away? They have gone. What can Stu do to follow these guys? Can we see a difference in the grit they have? We've got a big gap between P8 and P9 right now, so I don't know if Triz had a bit of a moment of oversteer on the reacceleration. Going up the hill, and wow, Stuba's gone for the move, exactly as you say. There's a very big difference of grip between the tyres, and Fox has gone through as well on Armagh. I'm wondering if Fox is going to go for the move here as well for the P2. He doesn't. But Night Shadow has managed to go through as well, and he's going through on Fox. Has Fox let him through? Yeah, Fox has let him through. They must be in a party together with Connor, maybe. And yeah, wow, such difference here. But Stu looks like he's struggling more than Gav. Sorry.
Yeah, Sociopath was off again, so it seems to be very hard on dry tires. So definitely, it does other tires to go for at the moment.
Wow. Flaherty making a move in a corner that doesn't see many overtakes. Penultimate corner, he's up into P4, but he's on the more worn tyres, excuse me, compared to the other three drivers ahead. So it's going to be a bit more of a challenge for him to follow the guys. So Vixen is right behind Captain Nibs. Can he make the move count here with five laps fresher tyres? Yep.
Oh, just look. It was me. It looked like the Alpines have passed.
Oh yeah, they're a real bottleneck here. Neck of the bottle. I can't remember the expression, but
up there.
Yeah, he does, making it look so easy. And when it's the case, it means that the tyres are just not working for the dry for the mediums, and it's the same and possibly worse for the hard tyres. Bobo has probably gained a position, but maybe it's through other people spinning. He's on the hard tyres, struggling to get the tyre temperatures up. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, he's down to 61 degrees on the front right tyres, so struggling to generate the tyre temperatures here. Wookie down the order as well, but he's on the correct tyres here. He's on the intermediate, so he's going to try and close the gap. Let's have a look at the front, because Fox is trying to set an overtake on Gav here. The gap's closing down slightly, but not enough to try and move on the inside at the end of the straight. Yes?
Someone's almost spinning. I think that was Mats. Yeah, it was Mats. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting you.
No problem. Yeah, people are following each other very closely. It's a bit challenging in these conditions, because if you have to change your driving style very quickly, it can very easily unsettle the car. So thankfully the tyres are still fresh, but as the race goes on, it will become a bit harder to react to other drivers. Whoa, okay, Flaherty's dropped down the order. I didn't notice that. I was following him, but I'm not sure what happened here. Yeah, Flaherty's in the pits. Has he got any damage? I didn't notice it. I'll have a look afterwards. Captain Nibs with a faster lap here, so clearly free air is helping him out. Flaherty, he's pitting. He's going to hard tyres. Okay, so it has stopped raining. Yeah. I didn't notice it. I saw it was...
Rain has stopped, yeah?
Yeah, I was flicking...
Immediately...
Yeah.
And you can immediately see how the Alpines are becoming much more comfortable all of a sudden, so...
Yeah,
they
definitely.
are quite good there with now. It's very interesting to see that they seem to be faster already.
Yeah, I just had a quick look at tyre temperatures. And Bobo has generated about 10 degrees on his hard tyres, so it's clearly working much better now for these guys on the dry tyres. How quickly, though, can Bobo close that gap to the front guys? They surely should be pitting this lap, but this will hurt. Yeah, it will hurt Gav. Oh, no, Gav is the one pitting and Stub is staying out. This is very surprising. The front... Whoa, that was a bit of a rally... return to the pits for Gav here. Okay, so we've got a few drivers staying out, and Bobo is the lead driver on the dry tires. As Stefan has left, but we will soon get him back. What did we want to show? We wanted to show the gap to the leader. How quickly is Bobo catching up on Stub? So he's 11.1 seconds right now behind. So it doesn't look like for now the gap is changing, but now we're in a corner, so we will see a difference probably. Yeah, he's gaining 0.2 just on that hairpin, 1/10, excuse me. So it looks like it's working for him for the moment. He'll definitely gain 11 seconds out of the pit stop, and the strategy is working out for him. That's what we were saying earlier on. It was a surprising decision, but if he knew that the track was going to dry up, that was the best option. He can go to the end with these tires. So yeah, purple in the middle sector as well. It's working really well for him. He's 10 seconds behind the leader now. He's gained a second on this lap, so he'll be in the net lead. He's behind Colin and Armand, but they haven't pit either, so he'll be catching up on them very, very quickly. As Connor gets a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. And yeah, Bobo with the fastest lap. He is the one to watch here. And Captain Nibs has retired from the session. Is it in the pits? I don't know. No, he has hit the wall, and we've got a safety car. We've got the second safety car in this race, and it's a real shame because this is killing the strategy battle that we've been having. Bobo will still be leading this race because Colin and Armand should be pitting at the end of this one. At the end of this lap, but yeah, this entire risk of pitting early would have given Bobo like a 10-second gap at the front. Look at this. There's an 8-second gap between him and Gav, but because of the timing, it will nullify the strategy advantage. Hello, Thomas Bell, Captain Nibs. He said that he hit the inside of the final corner, so more grip than he was expecting. Yeah, that's the thing with a drying track. You get much more responsiveness from the car. So yeah, unfortunately, when you don't expect it, you're trying to nurse the car, and before you know it, you end up way more to the inside of the corner than you were expecting, and yeah, end up in the wall. That's a real shame for you, but you were driving a really good race. You had a tough start, and making your way up the order. It's a shame that happened, but yep. We move on with this race. So the top three has changed again, and we've got Bobo leading this race ahead of RB's Vixen, and Night Shadow has benefited from pitting early, which is surprising because there was only one lap difference between the two pit stops, and Stu had it during the safety car, so I would have thought that Stu would stay ahead, but yeah, I must be wrong there. What else has happened? We've got hello again, Stefan. I hope that you're all right. Sociopath has opted to go for medium tyres. He did have hard tyres at the start of the race, so he doesn't have any fresh hards, but yeah, he's going to have to drive at least up to 20 laps on a set of mediums, and yeah, they're not the best tyres to go that distance. I still think a used set of hards would be better, but we will see. It will make him very, very, very racy at the restart here. Who else do we have interesting strategy-wise? Bobo is incredibly quick, but Vixen just behind has the freshest tyres of the whole field. So yeah, 9 lap fresher tyres will give him a helping hand to stay as close as possible to Bobo. So hopefully we still have a race on our hands, even though Bobo's in the lead and runaway championship leader. We hope he's not a runaway race leader today. He can win the race, but come on, let's have it interesting this time. What else do we have? What else? We don't have that much. We've got Colin as a higher tier driver in P7 on fresh tyres. So yeah, expect him to be one of the main challenges for the race win, even though the higher tier drivers will know this, but it's a quick reminder. They will have to pit on the penultimate lap, or anyway, towards the end of the race. So that way everybody else in tier 3 can make their position up and score the higher points instead of having higher tier drivers score the big points, basically. We want our own tier drivers to score the points, not reserves. Anyway, the safety car is about to end here, and we will be seeing if Bobo can make the most out of his worn tyres, try and use the temperature that he already has in the tyres to pull away, which it really isn't easy to do on this track. So many straight lines, so much drag reduction can be done by just following somebody. And Bobo has gone. I will go and look at everybody else. It looks like everybody is through safely. I can hear you, Stefan. You alright?
Yes, I'm back for the restart.
Okay, you've got your timing spot on each time. You know, you're back for the restart. You're back for the safety car restart.
Yeah. Taking my little commercial break.
That's it.
Yeah, I could even hear you announcing it. That I could hear you say, "Oh, Stefan's gone," and I was like, "Wait, I'm here. What?"
Oh,
but
right,
then,
okay.
Strange things started to happen on what I saw, yeah, then it became clear. So, yeah, I hope for the rest of the race I won't leave you alone anymore.
Let's hope so. But we've still got half the race to go here. We're on lap 18. We'll complete the 18th lap. We'll have 18 left, so hopefully we'll be okay for the end. And the sun is really shining right now, so there will be no struggle for the hard tyres to generate the tyre temperature. Yeah, everybody's setting fastest laps now. It's not surprising in the slightest. As whoa, Colin goes into the inside of Flatty, but I don't know what happened there because the camera wasn't best. Yep. Colin has gone right to the inside again, but he's not close enough to go for the move, as Trias has just kissed the rear end of Colin, I believe. Yeah, it was, as he's running side by side with Sambal into turn 4, excuse me. Yeah, he won that battle, and we will probably see that going on for the rest of the race. That's what I want. Intervals. Very good move from Fox here. So remember as well, we've got DRS, which has been activated now, so we will see a few more moves normally. But we will also have a very big DRS train where DRS will be neutralized between certain drivers, and it will be more of a tactical race than an actual full-out race. Well, okay, Armaz made 2 positions, I think, there on Sociopath and CBG Sambal. Yeah, very, very close racing. We do have a lot of that on F1 24. Sociopath is back through. A lot of yo-yoing on this game. Right, so Bobo is very close again to our new race leader, Gav. Our latest race winner, actually, last time round. So how close can he go here? He's going out of slipstream, trying to probably cool his tyres down, which is surprising with the hard tyres. Yeah, he doesn't get the best of exits here, but remember he's got much more worn tyres. But he's using his overtake button, goes to the inside of the next corner, and yeah, he's still side by side here. It's very close on the exit, and as we mentioned during qualifying, Gav stayed on the left on the exit and got the best traction. Hello. No, I can't hear you anymore. So Bobo down into P3 now, but he's still there about, as long as he stays within the DRS. Oh wow, this is really good racing. What a pass on the outside that, and Fox was going to try and go around the outside of Stub as well, but wow, great racing there from Bobo. He's only 8/10 seconds away, so you will still get DRS and will get the chance to close the gap on the car ahead, Gav. Right, what else? We did mention that there was going to be a big... yes?
Some really good racing, I just wanted to say. I'm not sure if you heard me saying it.
No, I didn't hear you say it, sorry.
Yeah, but if you can hear me now, it's fine, maybe.
It's perfect right now.
Oh, also McLaren having a moment in turn 1.
Who, sorry?
I think it was Wookie, and lost the place to Airways.
He's going right. Whoa. No, the camera angle made me believe that he was going for a move, but he didn't. Sorry about that. Right, at the front there's a 2/10 gap.
There, so maybe...
Yep.
Maybe the switchback? Yeah, not really enough. But that's what I like about this track. You can really go for overtakes and have some really good racing around multiple corners. So
yeah,
it really gives you some opportunities.
Yeah, definitely, and you can overtake different ways around the corners. You can go on the inside, on the outside as well, depending on which line you choose. With a late apex or something, you can do switchbacks, as you said. It is a very interesting track, but my problem with it is the amount of DRS trains. It's a shame that we have that much power given to it.
Yeah.
So Bobo going for the move again, and Gav staying on the exit and going wide again though, just as he did earlier on at the start of the race, and Stub has gone through. So, whoa. Yeah, we still have 9 cars all within the second, 10 cars, excuse me. So the front, we've basically got the front 10 and a few groups in the middle. We've got a McLaren Ferrari sandwich here. And Wookie will be expecting to be able to make a move here at the start of the next lap. Connor will not have DRS, so this could be an easy move for Wookie if he chooses to go for it. So yeah, he's very, very close to the back of Connor as Connor moves out of the way, so they're probably working together here to try and close the gap to the guys in front. But whoa, Connor went to the inside there. That must have cost time to both of them, as it definitely cost time to Connor as he lost a position on Airways. Right, I'm sorry I missed the move for the lead here, but Stu is into the lead ahead of Bobo, and Gav is going through, so he really went for it there, Gav.
Into the back of his teammate.
Yeah, he did, yeah. He really went for it. I didn't see that coming.
But it was not too close, so now we have the 1-2 Sauber lead back.
As long as there's still space, it's not close enough, right?
Fox Pervaders got so much more traction.
Yeah, he's been buying his time.
You need to remember that Bobo's tires are the oldest in the field, so
yes,
I think he will start to struggle.
That's probably what he's thinking about as well. He's not fighting too hard. He wants to keep his tires for the end. That's a very good move there. Vixen is going through on Fox as well, and Fox is diving really late here. That was a really good defending move from him, as he's still side by side with Vixen. What's happening?
It's it's a German thing. His ID sounds quite funny for a German, but let's not get into that. the Alpine's ID.
Omar?
The Alpines.
Colin?
No, not Alpine. The RB Cash or whatever they call.
Oh. Yes. Vixen?
Funny. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think I understand. I understand.
Yeah, you know.
I think I know. I don't speak much, but there are a few words that I.
These words, you know. Yeah. Obviously, you learned those. Okay. Right. So. Trying not to laugh when we talk about them. Sorry, not in person. It's just funny.
Yeah, no, of course. I
don't know where he's from. I don't know where he's from, or is it
I think he's British.
Okay.
No, you did say earlier on that you were also here for the jokes, so it's all right, mate.
That's the best I can come up with, some childish joke. Yeah. Well, I don't want to grow up, so sorry for that.
Right, it's kind of calmed down at the front. They're all really close together, but there's not really any moves going on. We've got two Ferraris following each other here, but they're probably going to be working together as well, although Airways is a reserve. We've got, Fox just not going for the move, opting to stay out of trouble here, which is probably the most sensible decision you can make in this condition. Yeah, Vixen is looking for a way through on these guys. Yeah, there isn't any opportunity for now. Whoa, okay, so Bobo went for the defensive move. Vixen tried to go around the outside, and Bobo spun around. So here we can finally see the effects of Bobo's tyre wear. So down into P7, he might not be challenging for the race win anymore. But wow, we've got an Alpine going in on the inside of him as he drops down to P8. Anyways, we've got now the Saubers in a very, very strong position, especially if they're together in a party, trying to figure out, okay, how can we defend our race win from Vixen? And they'll be trying to get a 1-2 out of this. As a quick reminder, Stube is second in the championship, and he's already got a hand on P2 trophy, let's say. And Gav is in P5, trying to fight his way back up to the to the top 4 or 3 positions. And there's a slight contact with Vixen there, I think, or it was a bump on the track. And we've got Vixen struggling on the re-acceleration here of turn 3. Very, very complicated traction zone, especially with tyre wear. Colin has made his way through here. Sociopath is there as well. This lap has been a bit mad in terms of position changes. Didn't know if I had to follow the front or the back. Woki has picked for a fresh set of soft tyres and has set the fastest lap. Who else do we have? We've got Arma in a group of three cars, Flouty, Bobo and Arma fighting for P7 here. They'll probably let Bobo through because he's the tier driver here. Yeah, Bobo isn't fighting it. He's trying to survive this race at this point. He had managed to stay on pace with everybody else, but I think that spin has made his tyres just that bit much worse, especially on the rear tyres. Connor has got another penalty. Talking about penalties, it could be a good time to have a quick look at whoever has penalties. So we've got Colin, Sociopath and Bobo on 3 seconds. Triz has got 9. That will hurt him a lot because every car is very close to him. We've got Airways, Connor on 9 seconds as well. This is going to hurt him so much. He's going to be well out of the points because of that. Mohammed, CBG Sambal and Mutsnuts are the final 3 penalised drivers on this track. And I'm very surprised that we don't have more penalties than that because it's such a complicated track to keep your tyres on, well, all 4 tyres on the right side of the white line. Stefan, are you still here?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here watching very carefully, like very interesting. It turns out it looks like a 6-way fight for the lead. 2 drivers have got a time penalty, and it's really hard to overcome, given that it's so hard to break the DRS. But
yeah,
let's see what happens. So close together. It's a typical Austrian Grand Prix now.
Yeah. Well, we've got...
Behind you have the next group of drivers fighting for it. Oh.
Yeah, we've got a 6-car fight.
Yeah.
A 4-car fight as well. But they're not far away from the DRS, and Armaz's just made his way to the DRS train, so this 6-car fight could turn into a... 6-car fight could turn into a 9-car fight. Yes? Oh yeah, Fox is pitting.
Fox
okay.
Is pitting. I think he had higher tier. I'm not taken. Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to interfere with the race lead too much. Has he got a front wing change? No, he doesn't. So I think he just wanted to get out of the fight for the lead, which Colin might soon do as well if he understands what happened with Fox. Because basically,
I'm wondering if the Saubers are playing this tactically, if they are chatting with each other in a party and giving each other advices or helping each other out, or if they both on their own. So if they play it smart, they can probably or maybe fight off all the fast guys behind them.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Well, I hope for them that's what they're doing. I'm sure that they're in a party with Connor as well, and trying to figure out what will be the best way for them to, as you say, keep the other guys behind, especially Vixen, because it doesn't matter too much for Colin, because he's a higher tier driver. But Colin right now is helping them enough. He's keeping Vixen and Bobo at bay. But Bobo hasn't dropped off that much. Look, he's going for a move here. He's going to the inside of Armaz. Is he going to brake late? No. Armaz slightly locks the tyres there as well. Yeah, we've got an 8-car train for the lead.
Oh. Yeah, Vixen's trying to make a move, but not enough. But that's crucial that, if they have Colin in between them, okay, he's got a time penalty, they can work together to get past him again, but if another car
excuse me, Vixen has had a really good exit, and he's gone for the move here just before the penultimate corner, so Vixen up into P3, and breaking up a little bit the strategy that both Saubers were trying to put into place, because now they're not together. They're separated by 2 positions. And yet, I think Colin is going to try and go for the race lead here at the end of this one. Yep, he's already through, but what's going to happen with Vixen? This is his opportunity to go to the lead because, whoa! Yeah, it was his opportunity because Stube didn't have DRS, so he had the closing speed, but again, trying to find a way through. he couldn't go to the inside. He didn't have enough closing speed. He's still going for it, trying to find a way past, but he will have to wait for another lap at least, or hope that Colin manages to pull away from these guys or pits on the next lap. But right now, Vixen is still in a good position to fight for this race win. Who do we have behind? We've got Wookie on another 3-second penalty, so fortunately for him, it's going to be a painful result way down the order for him. Much lower than what he should be achieving, so that's all still him learning how to drive with a wheel. So hopefully he will be learning a lot from this race in particular. Bobo has managed to get his way past the high tier driver of Armagh, and he finds himself right behind Night Shadow, excuse me. And I'm sorry, I missed the move for the lead again. Vixen has gone past Stube. So even though Colin's in the lead, as a reminder, he will be pitting at the end of the race, and if he doesn't, he'll be disqualified anyway, which doesn't really matter to him because he's a high tier driver. But this means that Vixen currently has the lead of the race.
But he hasn't just got the lead of the race, he also has got the DRS. But now he doesn't have any more because Colin is pitting, as you pointed out, that which he has to do. So no, actually, Vixen doesn't have the DRS, so that puts this first bracket to play.
So Vixen has used all of his ERS here to try and pull away from Stube. This is exactly what he has to do. But now Bobo has gone past Night Shadow, but Night Shadow is still fighting for that position on the exit here. But yeah, Bobo on the outside there got the better traction, and there's still the fight going on, and Stube has managed to get past with his use of the DRS. But we've got another lap left for this race, and it's simply not over. We've got Bobo with a 3-second penalty, so he will be losing time on both Gav and Vixen, even though he might be able to make a move on them. They won't gain him anything. So, for one final time, we will be going around the Xtreme, and Stube is in the lead with a very, very healthy gap. And Vixen has pit. What? Vixen
is he also a tier 2 driver?
He's a tier 3 driver.
I'm not sure. I think he's...
Has he been promoted?
I'm not sure. Actually, I think he's quite new, right? I haven't.
I thought he was in tier 3. I must have missed something. So, Bobo in the lead.
So...
They're not fighting.
Oh, but he doesn't make the core.
Stube is fighting Bobo.
Gonna retake it.
Yeah. But Bobo goes back through. What a move! What a move! What an opportunistic move. That was great. Great racing from the tier 3, bound to be tier 1 driver.
He's got 6 seconds, so...
Yeah, it won't change
the... cases when a time penalty can be removed. Happened on Monday, for example, but I don't think 2 penalties are going to be... That's unlikely. So.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess we have a 1-2 for Power. Congrats to them. They're crossing the line together. So. Wow.
Again, it's as close as it comes for them as a home race. We don't have a Swiss race, and it's becoming a German team as well in Audi, so they're basically winning their home race here in Austria.
Kind of, yes.
Kind of, yeah. So yeah, we've got Connor as well in P8. He managed to make those positions up. He was struggling down in P12 and P13 earlier on, but with higher tier drivers pitting, and he managed to find a way back up, so that's good for him. Got Vixen in P6. I'm puzzled about Vixen. I'm sure he's a tier 3 driver, but I must be wrong about that. Omar has been disqualified, which isn't a bad thing. That will make results easier and more points for the lower tier drivers. We've got Shaver and Triz completing the top 10 here. So good points for McLaren again. They've had a tough season, but 2 extra points, that would make the world good for them. So, I will let you have a quick think, and once I will hand the full results out, I will want you to elect your driver of the day. Der Tagesfahrer? Right, so Stube has won the race in front of Night Shadow and Flatty completing the podium. Behind him are Sociopath, Bobo, Vixen, Colin, Connor, Shaver, Mohammed Mamdo, Fox, Aerovoice, Airways, Triz, Wookie, CBG Sambal, Nuts, Captain Nibs, Hive Eclipse, and Armar Red, who got disqualified at the very end of the race. We've got also Colin with the fastest lap with a 1 minute 6.1, which is very decent, but he's a higher tier driver, so you would expect that from him. Anyway, dear Stefan, who would you pick for your driver of the day here?
Difficult choice. I mean, it's a team, of course. General, it's Peter Sauber. I'm very happy for him now. 0 points in real life, but now double wins for both of them did great. But I have to say, Bobo did very well. I mean, he crossed the line in first, and he had the oldest tires by far. So obviously dropped down to 5th because of his time penalties, but he did a really great job to make it to the end on these tires and to still keep up with the guys who were on better compounds. So, and he came from 18th or so, like from the back of the grid, so that was very impressive as well.
Yeah, as a duo, I would have gone for the Saubers because they worked very well together, but I've got to agree, the way Boba managed the tyres, he managed to get the best out of them, finish the race at the front, and I think it's a good choice. Yeah, let's give Bobo the driver of the day title. He hasn't won, but let's give him that. Right, everybody, thank you for tuning in to MRC for tonight's Austrian Grand Prix. You have also got in, I don't know what time it is, but at 7:45, what is it? No, 8:45, we have the Xtreme Tier Championship race with no assists around Austria as well to end this Austrian week. And next week, it will be the British Grand Prix for the final round of races of Season 14. So, Dankeschön, Stefan, for tuning in and supporting me for this race, even though you had plenty of issues, so thank you for tuning in. And we will see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.